Hey guys, what's up? How are you doing? Thanks so much for joining me in today's video. We're going to be talking all about my top 5 luxury foundations and concealers. This was so hard, but I managed to narrow down to my top 5 for both. Very excited to share these ones with you. If this is your first time passing by, I'm Gigi. I love to review high-end and luxury makeup. If you love that kind of content, go ahead and click on the red button that says subscribe, and also come to my Instagram because over there I do keep you posted on new makeup sales, makeup releases, everything like that. So let's just go ahead and get started. Alright friends, so let's begin. But before we do, I want to introduce you to my beautiful and good friend here from YouTube. Her name is gigizbeauty. I've collabed with Jadi before. She is such a cutie. She's such a sweetheart. She's a Latina like me. We are makeup twinsies. We love very much the same kind of makeup. She loves Charlotte Tilbury as much as I do, but she also does love indie brands, and that's something that I'm lacking of. So if you're into indie brands and you love those beautiful and rich eyeshadows, I highly recommend you go and check out her video. And just in general, go check out her channel, go tell her I sent you, go check out her top 5. She is obsessed with complexion like I am, so I am running to check out her top 5. If I'm missing one, I need it like ASAP. And this was hard, you guys. This was very hard. I'm not even kidding. I own over 100 foundations. I have to do a declutter. I have to because I don't use them, but these are ones that when I want to look good, when I know that I need my makeup to be good, I reach for them. Before we start, also I do want to let you know that I have combination skin and I get an oily T-zone and the rest is normal, and I like a medium coverage foundation. I like natural looking foundations, and that's what I look for on them. So all these foundations are gonna be for the medium coverage lover. So let's just get started. So in no particular order, let's start off with the foundations, and we're gonna start off with this Beauty by Cogendo. This is Cogendo Aqua Foundation. I have the shade 143, and oh my goodness, this is such a good foundation. This is such a perfect match for me. This is a foundation that I reach for time and time when I want to look flawless, when I just want to look good and not think about my makeup. I reach for this. This is very natural, so you have to love natural makeup, but it has great coverage. You can see that spread right there. It is beautiful. It is glowy. It lasts so well on the complexion. This shade is perfection for my medium tan complexion. If you're around my color, you need to give this foundation a go. It doesn't do it justice. What I'm saying is just beautiful. Trust me on this. If you love foundation and you love that beautiful and glowy appearance, you need to try this one by Cogendo. Next up, another foundation that I cannot get enough. This is one that I reach for time and time for special occasions. This is Dior Air Flash. I have the shade 311, and I'm not gonna swatch it because it may do a mess, but you know, it is a spray. You shake it, you spray it directly on your face or your brush, and you just apply it, and you're a walk-in filter. I'm not even kidding. I'm not exaggerating. This makes you absolutely flawless. I have the shade 311 if I didn't mention. This foundation I just reach for special occasions. It is very pricey because it's in an aerosol can. You lose a lot of the pigments, you know, in the air and whatnot, but this just lasts a long time. I don't use it too much because again, it is pricey, and I just use it for special occasions, but this just makes you look so beautiful and flawless. When I go to weddings, I use it. When I have a photo shoot, I use it. And yeah, I just love it so much. So this is 100% and like an all-time favorite of mine. Next up, let's talk about a new love of mine. And this Valentino foundation is something, I tell you. If you want to look flawless, you need this foundation. As soon as you put it on, as soon as you blend it on your face, you can see how beautiful it sits on. It's never too much. It's never cakey. It's just so nice. I have this shade MA4, and this has so much coverage. It is very rich and pigmented, but yet so natural. I love this foundation. This just looks beautiful on your complexion. It lasts so well. When I wear a mask on with this, it doesn't transfer too much. It transfers, but not too much, so it really stays put. If you set it, it's gonna last a little bit more. I don't know. I cannot say enough good things about this Valentino foundation. If you haven't tried this foundation by Valentino, you're sleeping. You need to go ahead and try it. I think it's like my favorite foundation that I have in my collection currently, and that's saying a lot. I'm telling you, there is some good stuff in here. The pigments are so concentrated. You get such an amazing coverage from it, and it's just stunning. It's just stunning. It covers everything without looking cakey or heavy. There's some magic, there's some voodoo in here that you need to go ahead and try. Trust me on this. Next up, my beloved La Mer and Pricey foundation. I actually did a side-by-side with the Valentino and La Mer. If you're interested, go ahead and check out that video. But this is still in my top 5. It is such a beautiful foundation. It is so natural. I have the shade 240 Buff, and this looks darker for some reason against the other two, but it is beautiful. Also very natural. It spreads beautiful. It lasts really nice on the complexion. It just makes you look perfected and natural, like you just have naturally beautiful skin. La Mer foundation has a scent. I get like, after I spread all of those ones, this is the most scented one. So if you're bothered by scents, do not pick up the La Mer one. But anyhow, La Mer is still in my top 5 because it's a beautiful looking foundation. It gives you that medium coverage, buildable coverage that you need and that I love. So if you're looking for something natural and beautiful that lasts good, this is the one for you. But do keep in mind it transfers. So it transfers on the mask more than the Valentino. The Valentino, I find that it transfers a little bit less. So yeah. Last but not least, CHANTECAILLE's Gel Future Skin Gel Foundation. This is what this guy looks like. I have the shade Cream. This is a foundation that I always talk about because it's just that good. This is what the shade Cream looks like. It's a little bit more neutral than the other ones. You can see that the other ones are more yellow. This is more just neutral. I love this gel foundation. It is very natural. It's filled with good ingredients for your face. If you have rosacea, if you have redness on your face, if you have aggravated skin, if you have pimples, there are, I think it's chamomile in here that makes everything just very soothing. All the ingredients in this cream are just gonna make everything just calm down and sort of like relax. So when I'm having a breakout day, a bad day, this is what I reach for. It is beautiful, it is natural, it lasts beautiful on the complexion. It gives you a natural finish. So again, you're not gonna look like, whoa, she's wearing a lot of makeup. You're just gonna look beautiful. Like you're just beautiful. So I love the fact that the ingredients in here are so good, and that's why it's always on my top 5. The ingredients are good for my complexion. When my complexion is not looking great, is not wanting anything on the face, this is what I reach for. So now let's move on to concealer, and I am a big fan of concealers. I suffer from dark circles. I love concealer. I love full coverage. I don't want it to crease. I am very picky when it comes to my concealer, so these are some good concealers, I tell you that. So let's begin with my corrector. I need to add a corrector in my top 5 because again, I suffer from dark circles and they're always with me. This is one by Bobbi Brown. This one is in the shade Bisque and I love it. It just really neutralizes all my under eyes. It neutralizes the purple tones that I have because I have big dark circles. This I love. I reach for it again and again. I really also like the one by Charlotte Tilbury. So these two are my top 2 correctors. In Charlotte's I have medium 2, so these are always right here glued to my vanity because I pretty much correct almost every time that I want to do glam makeup. So that's a really nice corrector if you're looking for one. But when it comes to concealer, my top concealer of all time is this one by Pat McGrath. This is in the shade LM14. I also have LM13. I love it for all year round. It gives you great coverage without being too much. It's not heavy, it's not cakey, it doesn't crease. It just looks so good. I can use it with corrector, with no corrector, depending on my dark circles that day. But yeah, this is a really nice concealer from Pat. Next one I want to share is this one by Jouer. This is their Essential High Coverage Concealer. This has coverage. I think this is my most full coverage concealer out of the ones that I'm sharing in today's video. This is in the shade Honey. This is good. It has hyaluronic acid, so it's not gonna look cakey or heavy underneath your eyes. It's gonna be very hydrating for the delicate area in there. This is good. This I think is highly underrated. Nobody knows about this concealer, only me it seems like. I've gone through multiple of these. Every time I need one, I just repurchase it because I love it that much. Next one, this one by One Size. This is a new concealer that entered my collection and not too long ago. I have the shade medium 4. I also have a 5. I love this concealer. It's very lightweight. It really covers. It is waterproof. It gives you a ton of coverage. I don't find it to be creasy underneath my eyes, but do keep in mind I don't have dry under eyes, and this isn't meant for dry under eyes. They tell you it's for normal complexions. Anyhow, read on the description because I know that these may crease with people that has dry under eyes, or make sure to prep underneath. I have 2 shades of this concealer and I love it so much. It just lasts all day long. As I mentioned, it's really waterproof. I use it all over my face on summertime. I just pack concealer and I do a full face of makeup and it looks so natural and beautiful. So I really enjoy this one. Last but not least, the new concealer that just entered my life, KVD Good Apple concealer, lightweight full coverage concealer. I have the shade medium 141 and oh my goodness, this is what I'm wearing today. If you wanted to see a review, go ahead and check it out. You need this concealer in your life. I'm telling you, this has really great coverage. It is so lightweight. It looks so beautiful. It lasts so long. It is very long lasting. So if you need a concealer to last like a 12-hour shift or over, this is what you need to get. Today I'm wearing a combo of the Good Apple and the Good Apple foundation and concealer. I really like this combination. But yeah, this concealer is some good stuff. It just made it into my top 5 that quick. I've used it 3 times and that's all I needed to do to love it that much. So if you're interested in a new concealer just for fun, this is a good one. As I said, I have the shade 141. Alright my friends, those were my top 5 concealers and foundations. This was hard. Oh my goodness, Jaddy. I bet you're having a hard time as well. I cannot wait to watch your top 5 because I'm taking notes, girl. Go ahead and check out her video. I'm pretty sure just gonna have some awesome recommendations. All her information is gonna be linked below. Thanks so much you guys for your love and support. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.